Hello, everyone. Welcome to Patrik Barfi show. Today, I'm going to talk to you about goals. Brand new year, brand new you, brand new me. Let's go.
Hi, everyone. I hope your year is off to a great start. Happy New Year. Today, we're here to talk to you about goals. I know as soon as the year begins, everybody has New Year's resolutions. But today, we're here to encourage you that instead of setting resolutions, or if you want to be successful, it's always better to set goals, right? So there's a difference. I'll just briefly go over the difference between a resolution and a goal, and then how the process of setting up a goal. And then Patrick is going to go over or give you more information on how you can set financial goals. So basically, a resolution is a firm decision to do or not to do something. So it's often related to a specific behavior or habit. So for example, you can set a resolution that I am going to stop drinking. That is related to a habit. Or you can set a resolution that I'm going to be kind to everybody. Its resolutions are more often than not associated with behaviors. So a goal, on the other hand, is a specific measurable achievement that you aim to reach within a certain set period. So goals are more concrete and defined than resolution. So it often involves a series of actions or milestones to accomplish. So while resolution focuses on changes in behaviors, goals, on the other hand, focuses on measurable outcomes. So when it comes to goals, the process that is used more often than not is the SMART process, SMART. So SMART, the S in it means be specific. So clearly state what you want to achieve. So be precise and detailed in your goal setting. So your goal should not be all over the place. It should be specific, clearly state what you want to do. So if you want to lose weight, then the goal should be, I want to lose weight, and that's it. The other thing is that the goal has to be measurable. So you have to define a criteria for tracking the process of the goal, and then determine when the goal is successfully accomplished. So you can also do this by establishing measurable indicators. So basically, what you do is that, for example, if you're trying to lose weight, you need to create a system where you can track the process, right? So I'm trying to lose 20 pounds in 3 months. So how are you going to track the process? Number one, you can weigh yourself every week, or you can weigh yourself every day. That's just an example. So as you set your goals, it's important that you set a process on how you can measure, right? Measurable outcomes. The other thing about a goal is that it has to be achievable. So ensure that the goal is realistic and attainable. It should be within, goals should stretch your abilities, but at the same time, it should be possible to reach. So, for example, it would not be wise, or um, it will not be achievable to say that I want to be an astronaut in 2 months, even though that stretches your abilities and capabilities. That's a good thing. But at the end of the day, if we are being realistic, that is not something that it will be achievable. The last but one thing about a goal is that it has to be relevant. So it's very important that you align the goal with your broader objectives and ensure it's meaningful to your overall aspirations, right? So your goal has to match what your overall aspirations, your visions, your dreams, your goal has to align with that. It has to be relevant as well. It should also be relevant to your values and your priorities. That means basically the things that are important to you. The last but not the least thing, and I think one of the most important things about a goal, is that it has to be time bound, right? If it's not time bound, then that means you are procrastinating. So it's very important that you set a specific time frame for achieving your goal. So this creates a sense of urgency, and then it also helps in managing time effectively. So when your goal is time bound, you are not lax about your goals. You are not lackadaisical. You don't procrastinate, right? So because you know that I need to lose weight by March, or I need to lose weight in 3 months, it's time bound. So whenever there's that time bound clause, it creates a sense of urgency. So I hope this has been helpful. Patrick is going to go over how you can set, or give you more information on how you can set your financial goals.
Let's go, folks. Brand new you, brand new me, brand new year. Hey, show me by hand who has really failed on a goal for the past 18 years. You know, oh, no one is showing. It means all of you has really achieved your goals. Wow. And you should be rather talking to me, not me talking to you. You know, I have failed at the goal. I have failed at a goal in the past. You know, back in 2018, December 2018, be specific, I was motivated. I was inspired. I was pumped. New Year coming up, and I had a lot of goals to hit them. And I was going to hit them. I was supposed to be going to gym 5 days and spend 2 hours a day, read about 6 books in a month. That's about 72 books in a year. January, it's in here. First week, I hit the gym 5 days, spent 2 hours. Check. I read 3 books. Check. Week 2, I went to the gym 2 days in a week. Spent about an hour and a half. Still not bad. Check. Read about a book and a half. Still not bad. Check. Third week, went to the gym 2 days. Things slows down a little bit. So it's still not bad. 2 days, yes. Spent about 30 minutes a day. Read about, a book. Also, not that bad. Fourth week, February isn't even in yet. I was checking my schedule to see even if I can make it a day at the gym and even read half a book. I have failed at my goal. I have failed at my goal. I have become part of the 92% of the population that do not achieve their yearly goals. You see, Scranton University research showed that 92% of the population never achieve their yearly goals. Why? Because people have weak goals, vague plans or no plan, and don't even develop a habit that can get them there. That was me. You see, all along, I think I was thinking that goals all along, I thought goals were for people that are so pumped, get up early in the morning, like 5, do their quiet time, run a little bit. They got things going on for them. They are inspired. They are excited. They have good relationships. They have, things are going on for them. I think, I was thinking goals are for those weirdos. But this is what I know about goals now. We are all designed for personal growth. Every person on the planet designed for personal growth. And this is what I also know, that we are prone to failure, empathy, laziness, shame, guilt, frustration, distraction, and the list goes on and on and on and on. You see, what the new Barfi in 2018 December didn't know was that there was few crayons or pencils of a full box. Yes, when it comes to setting goals, I was just few crayons or pencils to be full. But for the past 6 years, I have learned a lot. I have really learned a lot from mentors like Zig Ziglar, like Larry Birkett, Bob Prater, and so on. And it has really helped me help us achieve our goals. It helps us to be able to tackle our debt. It helps us to be able to stay away from buying stuff to please people that we don't like and they don't even like us. It helps us also to be able to start saving for emergency and start saving for retirement. But to be able to do that, you need a secret sauce. And I'm excited to share that with you today. You see, we are not special or anything. We just followed a proven plan that works. Show you how how I want to show you is how through the lens of paying off debt. You see, we had a big head, which means it's a big, hairy, audacious goal to increase our income. And we didn't want to do it just um like 4 or 5 years or so. We just wanted to do it a short time. And I'm glad to say that within a short time, in a period of a year, we triple our income. All because of knowing how to set the right goals. So these are three keys to setting goals and seeing success. You see, there's one thing to set a goal, but seeing success, hoo-hoo. So there are three things we need to do to be able to set goals and see success. And one of them, the first key is you have to know your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing everything that you're doing? Why are you setting this goal? You know, you need to create a vision for your life. Before you set any goal, you got to have a vision for your life. You see, Proverbs 29:18 says, "Where there's no vision, the people perish." I'll urge you to look at perish, the real meaning of perish. Bible basically saying if you do not have goals, you are roadkill. So setting goals is so much important. And you have to know where you're going. And you should have a big why behind your vision. And that's going to help you to be able to get there, to be able to, or give you the reason to be able to do that. See, you have to be able to know exactly where you want to go. And if you have why, it gives you that motivation to be able to do that. See, you should have goals that are also, big goals like, I want to change my family tree. Those are goals. And if you're really into it, you know why you're doing it. It's going to urge you to be able to go through that. I want to retire early. You should know why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? It's very important. And if you're really into it, you attach so that to it. I want to make maybe 150 so that I can save money and retire early. So if you attach so that to it, it makes it so easy. And now, if the new thing that they've added is called identity-based goals, and James Clear talks about this in his book Atomic Habit. You see, he says, do not focus on performance, achievements, or accomplishment, but do focus on the person you want to be, and go be it. You see, you need to decide. You need to decide what you want to be, and it takes more, steps to get there. And that takes me to the second key. And the second key is you need a plan. You see, goals are visions and dreams with work clothes on. Dave Ramsey coined that. You need to have goals in these areas of life. It's called hue of life. Zig Ziglar coined that. He says you need to have goals. You have social goals, career goals, intellectual goals, spiritual goals, financial goals, and family goals. And all of them should be moving. It's like bicycle sports. If one of them breaks, it's so hard to go. So you need to have all these goals, and you have to have a plan for them. And if you want to have goals that works, you need 5 things. 5 things to be able to do that. Number one is your goal should be specific. I think we just talked about it. Let me elaborate a bit more. The goal should be specific. And like I said, I want to take you through this in the lens of paying debt. So let's go. Say I want to pay 3,000 debt, pay off 3,000 debt. That is not specific. You know, you have to be very specific. Sorry, if I say I want to pay debt, that is not specific, but you have to be specific by saying, hey, I'm paying off 3,000 debt. That's the number one. The number two is you have to have a timeline for it. Without a timeline, it's still vague. So I want to pay, being specific, I want to pay 3,000 or 3,600. What is the timeline? 2 years. It have to be 2 years, right? And it has to be measurable. It has to be measurable. You cannot just say, hey, let's say you make 150 a year, and you go out and say, hey, I want to pay off debt, and I want to pay 1 million debt in 6 months. That is hard, and it's going to let you abandon the goals. So it has to be measurable. That doesn't mean you have to come all too down, but it has to be something you have to stretch a little bit. So I make probably, let's say I make about 30,000 a year, and I'm paying off with everything going on, expenses and all that, and I'm paying 3,600 a year, 2 years. That is a stretch a little bit, knowing what we know right now. So you don't have to put it in a situation where you cannot reach it, and also at the same time, not lower it so down. So one, we are specific. Two, we have a timeline on it. So 3,600, and it's going to be in 2 years, and it's measurable. The 3,600 is right. So if we go down, then we start breaking it down. So 3,600 for 2 years. That means in a year we got to pay what? 1,800. So we can go down again. In a month, it's going to be what? 346, $346. You see, now you're breaking it down. It makes it so easy when you do that. Number four, the goal should be yours. It should be your goal. It shouldn't be your mother-in-law's goal. It shouldn't be some goal that you're looking for. You just imitating someone. It should be your own goal. No one's goal. It's your goal. Do not follow someone's goal. Follow your goals. Many times we've seen people, oh, this one is doing that, so I'm just going to do the same thing. It should be your goals. That is number four. And the last, not the least, is the written goal. It should be a written goal, right? Study shows that a lot of people, study shows that just by writing your goals down, 42% of people that write their goals down accomplish them. So it tells you that just writing it down, you're about 42% up there, right? And this, I think Dr. Go Matthews is a psychologist at the Dominican University in California. Research shows that it is true, and it has been proven just by writing them down. We all know what it is if you don't write your goals down. Not writing your goals down, it becomes a wish, and we know what wish is. Wish is just a wish. By just writing it down, it gives you a different perspective, and you have to read your goals very frequent. There's something about repeating. When you're repeating stuff all the time, it goes into your subconscious mind, and it gives you a different perspective about it. So these are the things also that is gonna help you. You have to be specific. You have to put a timeline on it. It has to be measurable. It has to be your goal, not my goal, your goal. And it has to be written down, and not just writing them down. You have to read over and over again. Sometimes they will even say you might want to read them, in the morning and in the evening when you wake up and when you're going to, because you want it to be in your subconscious, and that is where it's going to help you. So let's go back to key four. Key two. So key three is habits. It is habits. We need to change our habit, and changing a habit, it becomes a lifestyle, right? Because if you want to change our goals, we cannot just do the same thing we continue to do or what we keep on doing. Because if what we are doing right now won't get us to the next step. It's get us to where we are right now. So to be able to achieve our goals, we need to change those things. Like I said, I'm focusing on about finance now. So let's look at it this way. Um, you know, let's look at the habit. Habit counts for 40% of our behavior. So meaning, our habits has to change our behavior, and changing our behavior is going to get us there, right? So let's look at this. You have to focus on, let's say you want to start saving money. If you want to start saving money, you have to change something to be able to save money. So if I want to start saving money, that means um, I have to limit spending. That will put more money in my pocket than I can save it, right? So save habit is something that is also very key. It helps us to be able to achieve our goals. If you do not have all these things come together. Setting goals is fine, but achieving them becomes so hard. So we need to always make sure we have these three keys. One, why. Two, we have to have a plan. And three, we need to change our habit. See, we have to focus on our vision or identity and why we believe in that. Thank you for having me in your ears. And I believe if you go through this process, because it has really helped me, and if you go through this process, it's going to be helping you to be able to, if you're somebody that wasn't, you were writing up goals, all right, but not achieving them, these can help you to be able to achieve them. So we're going to end this, but I will be coming back for more content. Like I said, it's a brand new year, brand new you, brand new me. So see you later on and bring in more content. Bye bye.